Welcome back, guys. It is your boy Creedz back with another video today, and today we are playing some Apex Legends. Alright, so today what I'm going to talk about with you guys is some of the best, or in my opinion, one of my favorite places to land on Stormpoint Ranked. I know that there are many of you guys, especially this season, that are struggling to find a consistent drop to land on. And I'm telling you, like I said in my past videos, to find a consistent drop is key in Apex Ranked because one, it's very beneficial for you and your teammates so you guys can loot that quick and you guys know your surroundings at all time. Anyways, as a further ado, let's just get right into the video. Alright, so for our first landing spot, it is going to be Fish Farms, and this has got to be one of my favorite landing spots in Stormpoint easily, because for the sole fact that there is so much loot for you and your two other teammates to just consume. Along with that too, I also love that there is a crafter here too most of the time. Obviously it's not guaranteed, but when there's a crafter on this POI, it is just god tier loot all around. Another thing too, I know that there is sometimes going to be a lot of people contesting this. Like I said, it all depends on where your landing ship is going to. If it's going away from Fish Farms, obviously you want to be going towards that direction, but do not go to this POI if the landing ship is going towards Fish Farm or near it, because there's going to be a bunch of heads here, and this place is just completely horrible when there's multiple teams contesting it at the same time, since you know the loot is spread apart. But by itself, by you guys, just you guys no contesting at all, this is just amazing loot to just get for your whole team, and by the time that you loot this entire area, you'll be stacked along with the crafter. And let's say that you don't get what you want to get, that is perfectly fine, because there's also an IMC right next to the Fish Farms that is just always there 90% of the time, or not 90% of the time, my fault, but 100% of the time ever since they added this whole new update with the IMC buildings. So you can obviously go there to get your shield up to purple, and you can get some more goodies out of that. And with our next location is going to be next near the Cenote Cave, and it's going to be this no-name location, this little small cave that has a whole bunch of spider webs. And this place is so good to land at. I rarely ever see any other teams land here, but it always guarantees you, I think, 3 or 4 blues or even more, and always guarantees you at least 1 purple. Now this is such a good area because of that, and along with that too, you have some of the spider webs or spider whatever cocoons where you can shoot them, and you can get your shield damage up. You can also get ammo from them, grenades, meds, and all that good stuff. Along with that too is you can actually rotate to an IMC building that also guarantees you loot there too. So this is honestly just a really good spot to land at. You get that guaranteed blue for you and your teammates, and you also have that 1 purple shield as well. Honestly, I think this is probably one of the more known areas. I feel like everyone knows about this ever since the first time Stormpoint dropped, but this is just an area that I feel like everyone should know about, and I had to bring it up again because this area is just good. It's perfect. Nothing wrong with it at all. As good rotations all around in my opinion. And yeah, and with our third one, if you are about that action, you are gonna get it at Mills for sure. Mills always has a team contesting with you at all times. I mean, I rarely ever see you not contest with the team on Mills. I feel like there's always teams here dropping. This is probably one of the hot drops I'm going to show in this video. But yeah, Mills is honestly one of my favorite places to land if I do want to encounter a squad. There's always at least 1 to 2 squads landing here, so be prepared for that. But I promise you though, it's a really high risk, high reward type of area. Okay, so for our next one, it is going to be Barometer. Now the thing about Barometer is that usually there's also another team contesting. This is one of the other places, like I said, that's very similar to Mills, where there's always usually a team landing with you. Now what I like to do is I like to land on this area or this type of side of Barometer. I never really land the middle because most of the time you're gonna have a team there. And I'm also a Watson main, so what I like to do is I like to land on the left side of Barometer and the blocking the zips so they don't push upwards. This basically means that now you guys have the high ground and you guys have the better positioning overall. So This is a really good thing because you guys can now loot the back, and obviously you can proceed to keep looting the little left tower. And while they're just chilling there, you guys can watch the crafter, because that's another good thing about this little tower, is that you can watch the crafter, so you can prevent them from crafting any other loot. So you're basically withholding hostage with the crafter, and it honestly is just a good area to land at and get some pretty easy kills. So with our final location, it is going to be Command Center, but not just the two main entrances that everyone likes to use for Command Center. For me, I like to use the right side of Command Center. Now the reason why is because if you loot the top very fast and there's a team below you, you can get the drop on them very quickly. I promise you, it's the easiest way to get kills. And with loot, you do not have to worry when it comes to loot when it comes to Command Center, because you have literally the top, the bottom, and the outside to loot. There is just an immense amount of loot when it comes to Command Center. I mean, there's obviously 3 different ways that you guys can rotate when it comes to Command Center, or 4 if I remember. But I may warn you, this is another high risk, high reward type of area. You are rarely ever leaving without a fight. This place usually has 1 to 2 teams contesting it, so be wary of that. That is also why I like to land on the top first, then the bottom, because if you land at the bottom, you're most likely gonna die. There's just too many teams, or especially even if just one team, they can loot up that area very quickly, and there's just a lot of angles that I'm not a big fan of when it comes to the bottom. So I just prefer to loot the top, get the drop on them, and get those easy kills. But as of further ado, guys, we're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys did enjoy some of the 5 locations that I love going to, and in my opinion, I think are probably the best locations to land at in Stone Point Ranked. Let me know if you guys have any other locations or any other suggestions or feedback. Leave it down in the comments. I will be reading them all day. And yeah, like I said, I love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and thank you for getting those subscribers up. I think we're at 270 subs, which is honestly an all-time new. I really appreciate that, guys, and thank you for watching my videos. Anyways, as of further ado, make sure to watch the next video, and yeah, peace out and bye.